Hello students, we'll be continuing with the chapter circulatory system. In this video, we'll be discussing about the two blood circulations, namely pulmonary circulation and systemic circulation. So here you can see a schematic representation of blood circulation. One is pulmonary, then systemic or body circulation. Pulmonary circulation is the circulation of blood from the heart to the lungs and from lungs back to heart. So here you have to remember the right side of the heart is having deoxygenated blood. So from the right ventricle, the blood vessel which arises is known as pulmonary artery, that is carries deoxygenated blood, and this is the only artery which carries deoxygenated blood. So through the pulmonary artery it branches and enters into the respective lungs, and in the lungs oxygenation of blood takes place. And after that, after oxygenation, the oxygenated blood is transporting to the heart through pulmonary vein, and this pulmonary vein is the exception. It is the only vein which carries oxygenated blood. So oxygenated blood is poured into the left auricle and from there left ventricle, and this circulation of blood is known as pulmonary circulation, that is circulation of deoxygenated blood from heart to lungs and from lungs to heart the oxygenated blood. It is known as pulmonary circulation. And now the systemic or body circulation. So systemic circulation includes the transport of blood from the different organs to heart. Which type of blood is moving towards heart? Through the veins. Through the veins, deoxygenated blood is collected into the right auricle, and here we have the two major vena cavas. Here only the schematic, so only one vena cava common we write here. So superior vena cava and inferior vena cava we have here, and through different veins progressively unite to form major veins, and all deoxygenated blood is collected into the right auricle. And oxygenated blood, that is from the left ventricle, that is the contraction phase of these auricles, makes the blood to move from the respective auricles to the respective ventricles. So from here deoxygenated blood from right auricle to right ventricle, and from here oxygenated blood when the auricular contraction or systole, when it takes place, the tricuspid and bicuspid valve opens and the blood flows into the respective ventricles. So here oxygenated blood is collected, and when the ventricular systole, when the ventricle contract, from here through the aorta oxygenated blood is coming to all organs through the arteries. Aorta branches to form arteries, then arterioles, blood capillaries, etc. So through the arteries oxygenated blood is reaching to all organs. Okay, and when this ventricle contracts, ventricular contraction, from here through the pulmonary artery deoxygenated blood is moving to the lungs. So this is what is known as double circulation. Two circulations are here. We can see which are the two circulation. One is from the heart to lungs, then back from lungs to heart. Another one from heart to different organs and from different organs to heart. So double circulation. So why it is known as double circulation? Because blood flows twice in the heart before it completes one full round. That is, one is pulmonary, and another one is systemic or general body circulation. So it is also known as double circulation. So other than this, there is another one system of blood circulation we can see in our body, that is hepatic portal system. So in hepatic portal system, which are the organs involved and from where to where the blood flows and so on. So you know, veins starting from the stomach and intestine. So you know, complete digestion of food takes place in the intestine, small intestine, and some part of the food is completely digested in the stomach, also certain food items. So from the stomach and intestine, the veins which start from stomach and intestine do not directly convey the blood to the vena cava, posterior vena cava. Why? Because in that blood, the nutrient, the amount of nutrient which is the digested food, like this protein, amino acid, protein is not there, amino acid, glucose, etc. will be in very large quantities after a meal. So that blood, if it directly circulate through the blood, you know, if the glucose, the amount of glucose, if it is not controlled, and we may get severe diseases. Amino acid, everything should be circulated in a moderate way. So here another one system, that is known as hepatic portal system. From the stomach and intestine, first of all, blood is transported to the liver through a vein known as hepatic portal vein. And this hepatic portal vein is the only vein that ends and starts in capillaries. So hepatic vein is the only vein that break up into capillaries and end in capillaries. Okay. So hepatic, this vein which is starting from intestine or stomach to liver, this is known as hepatic portal vein. Main function is what? Convey the nutrient rich blood into the liver. So you know, liver, there the storage, it is a storage organ. Storage organ of glucose. Glucose is converted into glycogen. Excess of glucose is converted into glycogen, as well as deamination, amino acid deamination takes place, etc. are taking place in the liver. Thus the food absorbed by the stomach and intestine first brought to the liver, where it acts like a storehouse to regulate the quantity of nutrient flowing into the general bloodstream. And from the liver to heart, the vein is known as hepatic vein. And this hepatic vein reunion to form, and it join to the vena cava and then pour the blood into the heart. So this system, this main or blood circulation is known as hepatic portal system, and the portal vein is the one with that is hepatic vein is the vein which start with the capillaries and end in also capillaries here. Okay. So that is very, very important, always asking question from here. So here you can see the entire circulation, all the arteries, veins and all which transport blood from heart to, this is aorta. Aorta branches to form arteries. So heart to liver, the artery is known as hepatic artery. Heart to kidney, it is known as renal artery. Kidney to heart, here we get renal vein. Then here we have hepatic portal vein. Liver to heart, it is known as hepatic vein. Hepatic portal vein and hepatic vein is different. Hepatic portal vein is the vein which transport blood from stomach and intestine to liver, and from liver to heart it is known as hepatic vein. So that is all about double circulation. Okay, so we will continue with the next part, the last video. We will discuss all other thing what is remaining in this chapter. Okay.